Is your desire sweet? A desire that's alive, that's pumping, that has a heartbeat, is so life-giving. It calls you, it motivates you, it directs you. Keeping your desire sweet, keeping passion in your passion, that's the magic stuff right there. All creative people, and we're all creative people, but especially the people we see, the artists, the musicians, the singers, the dancers, the people who have big, big dreams and take big, big action steps to achieve them. They have to learn to keep the passion in their dream and their desire, because creating and molding and carving a desire can be a lot of work at times. At times we feel tired, you know. At times we feel we're not getting anywhere. At times we feel trampled down by life. And that's okay, as long as we return back to hope, as long as we know that that's just a moment in time, and that we can return to the sweetness of the dream, that we can return to the sweetness of creating that desire. That's what's important in those down moments. In my work, a lot of people come to me when their desire has been trampled. It's been so trampled upon. They're tired. They've lost hope. And as the mirror, as the healer, as the reflection of the true light of that person, my work is to remind you that your higher self, your soul self, never loses that hope. It's always holding that space for you. It's always shining a light upon the right direction, the right path, calling you back to the dream, calling you back to that desire. And sometimes people will say to me, Aoibhín, I've given up my dream, I've given up my desire. I left that in my childhood, I left that in the past, I left that in my 20s, in my 30s. And Spirit talks to me directly, and I need to channel back the message and say, oh, sweet child, you cannot abandon a dream. You think you can, but you can't. You cannot actually reject a desire. You can deny it, you can ignore it, you can bury it, you can pretend it's not there, you can forget about it, absolutely. But it's still in your energy, it's still in your heart, it's still in that non-physical vortexual space that is held for you by your oversoul. So I'm a gentle reminder from Spirit today to remind you that your job is to keep the joy in your dreams, to keep the passion in that powerful longing in your heart, to keep your desire clear and alive. And the joyful life is a joy, is passion in action. And it all stems from the calling of the dream, the calling of the desire, that iridescent wanting that never quite leaves you alone, because you just know that you're here to create that, you're here to live that. And it doesn't have to be a big dramatic dream like, you know, like Beyonce had a dream of being a singer and a dancer, a performer. It doesn't have to be something that the whole world is going to know about. It can be something that is private to you, you know. In fact, those desires, I feel, are actually more potent, because it's like your little, not secret as such, but it's your personal dream with you and your higher self. So it really connects that relationship with the physical you, with the non-physical you. So we've got to keep the dream sweet. We've got to remember the beginning of it, when it first came, when it was born. Maybe it was from a negative experience, and maybe from that negative experience you gleaned this gem from the coal, from the lump of coal. You actually gleaned this diamond that you thought, no, this is what I want. From that unwanted experience, I know that I want this. And it could be it could be a type of relationship that you want to flesh out, that you want to experience. It could be a career. It could be simply somewhere you want to travel, somewhere you want to feel and experience and taste and touch. It could be the kind of friendships you want to have in your life. It might be improved family connections. It doesn't matter. It might simply be, you know, that you want to meditate for half an hour and do it really focused, you know, and be able to commit to that. Or it could be a type of food that you want to try, or a place that you want to go. But when we give our power away and say, I can't have that, I'll never have that, that's not going to happen for me, it only seems to happen for other people, you are leaking power through carrying that unlived, unexperienced dream in your energy. So make peace with your dreams, make peace with your desires. And if you can't create them right now, don't beat yourself up about that. That's okay. We're all still carving, creating, finding our way to what we want. We wouldn't be here otherwise. We wouldn't be in a physical body having a time-space reality experience. We would be somewhere else. We would be going back to the non-physical. So it's about enjoying right here, right now, in the process of experiencing and getting to that creation and fleshing that out. But remember, a miserable journey leads to miserable destinations. Don't be fooled. You know, we're told this myth that, oh, if you struggle and sacrifice and put yourself last and you know, follow all these rules that the world around us gives us, that there will be some holy grail at the end. And it just doesn't make any energetic sense. It doesn't make sense, because that's not how the laws of the universe work. Every step, every link is connected and resonates off the next, like a domino effect. So if you want the destination to be sweet, you've got to make now sweet. You've got to keep the present moment sweet and keep it life-giving and keep it as grounded and present as you can. And that's not to say that every moment of your life is going to be perfect and sweet and wonderful. It's not. But it's about taking the dross, taking the worst of it and making it, flipping it and turning it into the best it can be for you. Let whatever is happening right now in your life, let that serve you. Let that become the vehicle to pull you to the sweetness. If you're living something right now that's absolutely miserable, remember you have choices. You can choose again. In every moment you can choose again. You always have choices. You don't have to stay miserable, and don't think that your misery is going to lead to some holy grail heaven, because that's just a myth. You have the power. You are a child of God. You have the power to take the now and to step by step, day by day, get back to a level of feeling good about life, of feeling good about yourself, and feeling that you're on the right path. So remember, keep it sweet. Keep the dream alive. Keep its heart pumping and pounding, and keep the passion in your passion, whatever way you can. I hope this was helpful. I'd really feel appreciation for you if you would give this video a thumbs up to encourage me to keep doing this work for you here on my channel. So have a beautiful day.